forward, if the journey is ahead of us, we have to honor the challenge, because if we're not, we're just remaining stagnant. And mediocrity is, not only is it not fulfilling dreams, but it doesn't make us feel great. It really doesn't. If you just get things done and maintain the status quo, you're not feeling great. You're not honoring potential. So we'd like you to honor the challenge, your challenge, rather than setting expectations, because what we have found is that when someone sets an expectation, well, they're here for 6 weeks, I'm going to take all the classes, I'm going to do the nutrition, I'm going to listen to that gal speak a couple times, and then it's done, and then I did the TEAMfit. No, it's not done. This is not a task. This is not a checklist. We don't want you to check off TEAMfit. We want this to be part of the journey wherever you are. Infuse it where you are right now, and take it forward. That's what we want. We want to build on enthusiasm, incorporate it into your life, so that we don't spend the time just doing tasks. It's hard though, isn't it? You know, I listened to Susan mention going out on that path and taking 10 minutes. And one of the things that I really am a huge proponent of is taking time to honor the mind-body connection. Because I'll take my day yesterday, for instance, when we talk about tasks. Busy is just busy. So I got up at 4:30 yesterday, just because I teach a 5:30 a.m. class. I got home about 6:45. I got my kids ready for school. I went to the next place that I teach. I had an 8:30 and a 9:30. I had a client meeting that was just wanting to actually talk about mental fitness, and then I went home at noon and I had a personal training client. And then at 1 o'clock, I returned some emails and did some phone calls. And then 2 o'clock, I had to pick my kids up from school. My son had an athletic evaluation. Then we had a Little League game at 4:15. That got done at 6. We got home, we ate dinner. And then it was 7 o'clock. The kids went outside to play. I returned emails at that time. They came back in. We finished up homework. It was 8:30. We got cleaned up. We were in bed at 9. Ever had those days? Sure you have. That's how we live. So if we kept doing that day by day, I mean, I got a lot of stuff done. I was busy and I checked a lot of things off the list. But if you keep doing that day after day after day, you just get things done. And busy is just busy. And then we become sort of these frenetic energy vampires. That we're usually. You know her? Are you her sometimes? I sure am. So if you are just the energy vampire every day, then you're not getting the mind-body connection, the mental fitness. And we need to take time. It doesn't fall out of the sky. You know, we set very real time for physical fitness. We're going to come to some classes. We're going to learn about nutrition. But do you set time aside for mental fitness? Do you spend 10 minutes walking outside on the beautiful path that you have and thinking just about you? Not beating yourself up out there like, I just need to take some time because I made a mistake and I need to think about it. But truly thinking about, you know, where am I at? I promise you, every single day, for 15 minutes, I do that. And the best place for me to do that is in my car. Because I'm alone in my car for at least 15 minutes a day. I turn the radio off, and I just sort of take a personal inventory. Sometimes it's deep. Sometimes it's like, you know, I'm not coming up with anything today. But I give it a shot. I give it a shot because equally as important as working on my body staying healthy, I need to have a healthy mind, or I can't get the other stuff done. And how can I keep growing if I'm just checking things off the list every day? You could say that I'm busy, but please don't define me as busy. Does anyone want to be defined as a busy person? No, it's got to be bigger than that. So during these 6 weeks, allocate some time for mental fitness. Incorporate that into this journey that you're on with us, and fuse that into how you want to make yourself better. When I talk about energy, one of the things that you can think about is, you know, when you come to work in the morning, wherever you go first, I know oftentimes this is not your first stop, or not a stop at all, ever. What do you bring? Not just to your patient, but to everybody else around you. Thinking, when I come to work today, I wonder how it's going to be. I wonder how it's going to be when I arrive versus, how am I going to make it different when I get there? And what about when you get home at the end of the day? Do you wait for somebody at home, your family, your roommate, your spouse, maybe a phone call, maybe the TV, to bring you up to where you want to be? Or do you think, what am I bringing home today? Because as we talked about life being so busy, there's not really that distinction. You know, when I was growing up and my dad worked, it was like work dad and home dad. Well, it's a long time ago. It's not like that anymore. It is, we are who we are. These days start to blend, don't they? Email has created this, opportunity for us to work all day long. Isn't that great? We can work at home, right? We can awesome. Call me on myself, for sure. So we have to think about, what do I bring home? And then ask yourself, do you create environments where people thrive? It was recently noted in Fortune magazine that the top performing companies are incorporating questions into their interviewing process, questions related to aspirations, dreams, energy levels, not just do you have the skill set, but even more importantly, what about these? Because they know that employees with positive check marks in those columns create environments where others thrive. Not just where they thrive, but where the team thrives. And isn't that what we want? And that increases productivity. And I'm not just saying we need just more productivity at hospice care, but productivity in your personal life, professionally and personally, more productive. And what happens when we're more productive is productivity goes up and self-esteem goes up. I'm not sure if those slides got a little, no big deal, let's stick here. Productivity goes up and self-esteem goes up. Productivity goes up and self-esteem goes up. Whoops. Isn't that a nice relationship, right? And knowing that human capital, you are the most valuable asset that hospice care has. This is an absolutely beautiful facility, but it doesn't mean anything without you. You have a lot of tools, you have a lot of resources, but they don't mean anything without you. Knowing that you are the most valuable asset that hospice care has, it is imperative for you to take good care of you. It's imperative for you to be physically well and mentally well, because there's nothing more important to hospice care than you, the people, right? And there's that slide. So productivity, self-esteem. This really is, it's the simplest cleaning out a closet. Have you ever cleaned out a closet and thought, I feel really good? Who can I call? I'll call my mom and just tell her that. Or, you put file pictures in a picture book. Who has like 5 years to do it? I'll call you. I'll do another talk when I finish that. I'll be the most productive person here. This is my husband, Rob. He loves that I incorporated him. He's not at all, actually. But I turned 40 last summer. And we go to Vail every summer for this hockey camp. So we put everybody in the car and we schlep out there. And while we were out on this particular vacation, my actual birthday was occurring. And so my husband does not like to run at all. I love to run. And we always stay at the base of the mountain where the gondola is. And I've been going there for about, I think, 15 years. And so several times I've run halfway up, or I've run a little up and then done the catwalk and come down, or I've, sort of made my way around this. And I said to Rob, as he's sitting up with his feet up watching a golf tournament, I said, I know what I want for my 40th birthday. And he said, what? I said, I want you to run up this mountain with me. I want to do it, and I want to do it with you. And he was like, okay. Would you say no to your wife for a 40th birthday? And so I said, it's Monday now. Friday, I'd like to do it on Friday, by Friday, my actual birthday, and so we got some time. We'll get acclimated to the elevation. The next morning, he gets up, and he's like, let's just run this. He wanted that monkey off his back. So we get to the base of the mountain, and now in mind you, we've come from Madison. This man doesn't run. He's in good physical condition, but he does not run. And so we started making our way up, and we would run a little, walk a little, run, and I'm not exaggerating. And I said, nobody wants to be the wife that's like, I'm not feeling anything. So I'm like, are you okay? Do you feeling okay? Yeah, I'm feeling good. I can make it. And as we kept getting higher and higher, we would stop at these points, and he would look down, and I could tell he was thinking, well, I made it this far. Productivity. I can go up the next one. Self-esteem. Productivity. So as I was thinking back and even looking at this picture, we just kept going. An hour and 28 minutes later, we got to the top. And then this is the funny thing. So now it's like the last gondola is leaving in 4 minutes to go down. I'm thinking, well, we can just walk right back down. It's like, get on the gondola! So we're running down this, but